Mic check. Gonna get into this, man. It's your boy Scorch. The page name is Scorching Bars Media. They call me Op Santiago. That's my Instagram. You know, I make music, hip hop. I call this shit trip hop. Yeah. I compose, I produce, I play the piano, I self-taught musician. I just love creating, you know. My Facebook page is Mech Hussein Rando. So you know, whole lot of names and shit, whole lot of bullshit out there. Anyway, from the year 2004, January 2004 to January in 2007, I had the honor and the privilege of serving in the United States military. I was stationed at Fort Jackson, South Carolina during basic training. It was 9 weeks, which was another 9 weeks additionally for AIT, which is advanced training. So pardon me, please be patient with me because this is my first video like this, but I'm about to get into this shocking ass topic. All facts, all factual. I've never spoken about this. I haven't spoken about this shit for like 10 years, so please be patient with me. But on to the topic at hand, family. During this 9-week training excursion, during the 7th week, we were told that our drill sergeant was shot and killed. I'm not trying to be too dramatic, but I'm not trying to be too non-sentimental because this man had family members. This man has a son. This man has moms, brothers. He has a family too. So I'm going to try to describe this shit within the realities of not only what we were facing at the time as young soldiers and how it impacted our lives at the moment, but I'm also not trying to be too gruesome with the details out of respect for his situation and his existence on this earth. But with that being said, though, it's a reality, it's a fact. The most stern, the most funniest man that we encountered in basic training, his name was Drill Sergeant Ackerman. This man, 1 minute, so lively, so full of energy. He used to chew tobacco, so his bottom lip was always protruding.
He was funny as shit.
He would always spit and laugh, and when the 50 Cent CD first came out,
in the club.
He was, you know, when Kanye and them first came out, he was bumping all that Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross, a little. He was, dude was a cool cat, man. He was a very cool cat, man. And you know, when you're first in basic training, when you first get there, you can't mail letters at home, you can't eat candy, you can't
listen to music.
It's a strict regiment. And although, you know, the soldiers there, nobody knew each other going into it, but we developed a camaraderie based on the shit we went through. Obstacle courses, being smoked, doing 1,000 push-ups, 1,000 sit-ups, whether we were at the gun range or whether we were practicing throwing grenades or land navigation. This guy, as stern as he was, he had a heart. He had compassion. And we all saw that and we all felt that. So for this man to suddenly lose his life out of nowhere towards the end of our training, 2 weeks before we graduated, it really hit home. It really hit home. And I want to share the details with you guys. Seriously. Not drawing it out, but then again, not undermining the importance of who he was and what his life meant to me as well as the other 30 plus soldiers that we had in our direct platoon. So let's get into it. All right, if you've never been in basic training, you probably won't understand a lot of the terms that I'm telling you or pronouncing, but I'll make other videos to describe a lot of things that I'm talking about. So basic training, 9-week training regiment. It will break you. If you were ever a sloppy, undetailed, unoriented person, selfish person, that is choked out of you very quickly from every aspect of everything you do on a daily basis. For example, when you make your beds, they have to be precisely 90-degree angles when you fold the sheets under the bed. when you make the top cover, it has to be 8 inches from the pillow and tucked 2 inches on some bullshit, whatever, all types of shit. You have to tie your laundry bag in a cross section on your bed with 3 loops around the sides of them perfectly. And there's 2 platoons in each bay. So every bunk, every bag, every shoe, everything has to be dressed, meaning has to be perfectly set and aligned with the soldier next to you. So when those drill sergeants come into that bay and check you out, and when you toe the line, they want to see everything lined up. Your bed, your pillows, your sheets, your bags, your equipment, whatever it is, your shower sandals. If anything is out of line, everybody's getting punished. I've seen drill sergeants throw whole mattresses, the whole side of the room. He threw everybody's mattresses off because of one person's sheet fold was not 90-degree angles. It could have been 70 degrees. It could have been 65. It could have been 68. If it's not perfectly aligned, if everything is not perfectly aligned with everybody else's shit, and you're the one who fucked everything up for everybody else, everybody is getting it. If we toe the line at 9 o'clock at night for a body count, and we put our canteens on the side of our feet, and everybody's canteens are not lined up perfectly with each other, everybody's getting it. And that's only 3% of what goes on in the facility and how we operate. We wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, we go to bed roughly 8:30, 9 o'clock, and do everything all again the next day. So we were on six out of 7 days we were training. Physical training in the morning, marching, whatever have you, during the rest of the day. You don't rest, you don't break, you eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner on a very strict time schedule. So 6 out of the 7 days you are working, no days off. Day 7, however, is area beautification. Now, area beautification is something way different. It almost is what it sounds like, but not so much. Area beautification is basically every soldier in basic training in that platoon, and all 4 platoons in that unit under that command are obligated to clean up their trash around the facility. And we didn't trim hedges or cut grass or no shit like that with any tools or objects, but we all had to walk around with trash bags, police the area, pick up the trash, cups, forks, whatever is out on the ground is basically litter pickup. So area beautification on Sundays is what we got to do. And yes, it was a breath of fresh air. It was a break from the physical training. It was a break from the strenuous activities. However, I'm a male in the military, and there were, in our unit at Fort Jackson, there were as many females in the military in our unit. Well, in the Army, there is a no fraternization rule. Pardon me if I'm messing up the pronunciation, but no fraternization means girls and boys cannot talk to each other at all unless it's pertaining to something military, Army regulated, whatever. Of course, we were young. We didn't listen for shit. So I remember the first area beautification day, which was like week 2 or week 3. Man, we were young. The homies, you meet friends, you meet girls click up, the guys click up, a couple of groups here and there. Do you think we listened to that rule? Hell no. So we're carrying trash bags and stuff, trying to clean up the area, trying to mosey our way over to the girls, put your trash in my bag. Yeah, you need help with that? You need help with that? Blah, blah, blah. Talk, hey, what's your name? Oh, shit, what unit you? Oh, shit, what platoon you in? Hey, yo, you your homegirl cute, this and that, blah, blah, blah. We call ourselves, secretly macking, secretly mingling or whatever. Secret my ass. Mind you, there's 4 platoons in our unit. 3 drill sergeants per platoon. You do the math. That's 12 drill sergeants.
24 hours.
Looking at everything that everybody does. From different heights. Some people are upstairs, some of them downstairs. You don't see them. They see you. The first week, everybody got in trouble. What they call smoke in the military is when they put you in formation and they say, hit the position.
Oh, we got Casanovas out here, huh?
Front leaning rest position, move! Y'all, everybody, y'all want to be Mac Daddies, huh? They make you exercise until basically your limbs fall off. They called us to formation, all of our platoons in the whole unit. They were like, everybody wants to play, huh? Didn't we tell you guys there was a no fraternization rule? And everybody wants to mingle. Everybody thinks it's a club out here. Everybody thinks it's a big old party. We don't think we seen y'all talking to each other and macking and mingling and being Casanovas and little playboys and playgirls. I mean, they smoked the shit out of us. We probably had to do like 400 push-ups, 600 sit-ups, like 400 bicycles, which is the sit-ups with you kick your legs in the air and shit. Man, we were sore as fuck when we went back to the barracks. All over some damn area beautification, which we thought would be the most relaxed day of it all. However, that furthers my point. Well, it doesn't further my point, but it furthers the story along. Well, week 7 or week 8, everybody's getting their, clothes ready to go outside and mingle during area beautification day. However, this day, we were supposed to go out at 9 o'clock. So 9:30 comes, 10 o'clock comes, 11 o'clock comes. We go to lunch, come back. No drill sergeants are even around. Just some old substitute person. Forgot what they even looked like. We're like, what's up with area beautification? Blah, blah, blah. By that point, we were able to go downstairs and do our laundry. So we're doing our laundry. Someone else comes back up. Like, whoa, bro, I saw the drill sergeants downstairs crying, man. Tears all over the place. We're like, whoa, what? We're up there freestyle battle rapping and shit, beating on the fucking side of the bunk beds, making beats and shit. We're like, yo, what's going on? Why are they down there crying? Why are the drill sergeants down there crying and shit, bro? What's going on? And why haven't we went outside yet to do this little area beautification day? We don't want to pick up trash and shit, but we want to see the shorties and feel the sunlight. This nice South Carolina breeze, baby. Man, the South Carolina sunlight rose and passed that day until it became darkness. It's like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. Over the loudspeaker, we get a call from the commander saying that everyone put on your gear. We have a formation tonight at 9 o'clock or 9:30, whatever have you. So we're like, what the fuck is going on here? We've been inside all day. Drill sergeants are crying and shit. What the fuck is going on? Everybody gets dressed, get suited up, uniformed up. We go downstairs. All platoons. Drill sergeants are still in the back room crying and shit. The commander, tall guy, glasses, looked like Clark Kent and shit. So he comes, so we're all in formation, right? In kind of a square formation. He's in the middle of us. He tells us that, you guys, area beautification was canceled. We just got the news that Drill Sergeant Ackerman was involved in a fatal accident. Which we're thinking, we're putting 2 and 2 together. We're like, fatal means final. Fatal accident? Like, what the fuck is going on? So he's like, we have no further details we want to discuss at this time. Everybody go upstairs. Get ready for bed. Wake up 0500 tomorrow. We will discuss further details then. We do what we have to do. Questionable, of course. Everybody had questions, uncertainties, and we were like, what's going on? So the next day, we didn't even do PT, which is physical training in the morning. They came and sat us down in a classroom, and they told us, they were like, we're sorry to inform everyone, but Drill Sergeant Ackerman was involved in a fatal shooting. Drill Sergeant Ackerman was at a hotel with his wife and his son. They were battling over custody issues. So the wife pulled out her revolver and chose to shoot Drill Sergeant Ackerman, which abruptly took his life. We're sorry to inform you guys, we're still dealing with the situation. So training is canceled today. So please go back upstairs and do the best you can to soak up the information and get your personal area straight. If you have to write letters to home, write letters to home. But once again, training will be canceled for a few days, and we will let you guys know when new details arrive. And we were some jokative bastards, man. Being younger too, like that, 10 years ago, everything was funny to us. Everything was a joke, was a laugh. I mean, we were dealing with some hard times, bro. Everybody was out of our element. So, the camaraderie we built amongst each other, reality really hit us very hard and very quickly, because that was the last thing we could expect out of that situation. Because what made it so heartfelt was that his son was in the barracks with us the night before he died, and which added to, it's week 7, wasn't as strenuous as week 1. They want to hit you, they want to ingrain the military and the army values and cores into you. By week 7, things started to ease off a little bit. Drill Sergeant Ackerman brought his son into the bay, into the barracks. We all got to meet him. I was class leader at the time. I was platoon leader at the time. So I had the star on my chest or whatever. That's another story, because he actually picked me to be platoon leader. But, it was hard on us because the guys were kind of trying to soak it all in. But, we had just as many female soldiers in our platoon. So they were crying and sobbing and weeping, and we were trying to console them, because we gained an attachment to this man. He was like our father. We had 3 drill sergeants: Drill Sergeant Knox, Drill Sergeant Smith, and Drill Sergeant Ackerman. And Drill Sergeant Ackerman was the funniest guy of them all. The most personable, if you will. So I'll continue this soon. But it was a shocker, man, to know that his wife had killed him, and to know that his son, we just saw him and his son the day prior to him dying. And it really hit home with us, man. And it was a very serious situation, man. I hope I explained everything. This is my first video like this, so of course there will be more details added and stuff like that. But it it was crazy, bro. It was really, really, really crazy, man. Please hit the like and subscribe. Add me on Facebook, add me on Instagram, add me on YouTube. More content like this coming. Stories for days, man. Alright, man. Love y'all, man. Peace. Blah.